Welcome to week 2 of our art series challenge. And if you're just showing up today, don't worry, it's not too late. You can still participate. I will put the links to the 2 or so videos that will kind of give you the information below here. And actually, you probably showed up at just the right time because this is when things get real. Today is about you've started the series and now it doesn't go according to plan. And it's the, oh no, what did I do? Now what? Kind of vibes. So I have landed there, and this is not a surprise, but it's funny because I never quite expected. I just go into each series thinking, this one's going to be totally straightforward, really simple. So no, it's always something, really. And so I thought that I would offer you my thoughts about what's going on with my series right now, along with kind of general ideas about how to get yourself out of those knots that may have been tied accidentally. It's just part of the process. So you've decided what your theme is going to be. You've got your surfaces prepped, and perhaps you've toned your ground, and you've got some preparatory sketches. You have a sense of what all the different images are going to look like. And then you go and you start painting the first painting. And you realize, oh, no, absolutely not. No. And so I'm going to show you my absolutely not painting. This is vulnerable, okay? This is an unfinished painting, and I really, truly dislike it. So don't worry, you don't have to say, oh, that's great, or oh, that's terrible. I'm going to show it to you, okay? All right, so just bear witness. I'm showing it to you so you don't feel alone, okay? All right, so the one that I was working from, I am going to show you the before and after photo situation. This is the guy that I was gonna paint. And a few of the images, I really liked how the people were practicing yoga out in nature. And so not all of them were doing it. As you can see, some of them are quite graphic and simple. And I noticed when I was doing the no-tan sketches of those that I actually liked the ones that were more graphic and simple. This one was right in the middle. It was kind of the background was part of the guy and everything. And so I thought I'd give it a try. And I got a little too tied up in the idea that he was in nature. Suddenly I really wanted there to be green. I wanted to indicate that he was in nature, right? So, okay, this isn't finished, but it probably never will be because I decided right away, no. He looks so awkward. And the reason why he looks so awkward is probably I have a couple of places where I might have gotten the drawing wrong. But also, if you've ever done chair pose in yoga, it feels awkward. This is it's not my favorite pose to even do. And as impressive as he looks, and it's cool that he's in nature, is this the kind of image that I want to have as part of my series? Because I am trying to do something that's kind of uplifting and it will make you feel good to look at it. But I was showing this image to my husband and he said, oh, chair pose, because he practices yoga too. And then I realized, oh yeah, some people like chair pose, but I don't anyway. So all the other poses that I have chosen, I actually really do like. But this really started me down a road of, I don't want them embedded in these nature scenes. I feel like that's not what I'm trying to do here. I think when I was originally thinking about this series, I was thinking about something that was more graphic. So my first tip for you is start and then recheck. Are you on track? And think about your original purpose. Does what you just did kind of go with your original purpose? And if not, can you get back on track to get to the purpose? Or do you realize actually in practice, you prefer going down this way, and so your original intention needs to change? So anyway, yeah, step one, make a painting and then check in with your original purpose. So what I discovered was my painting went off the rails a little bit into something that maybe wasn't my original idea. And that was really good information. So this tip may not be for everybody, but it definitely was for this situation. Reevaluate your materials. I wanted to try using the Winsor Newton Galleria paints. And when I did some color studies and little samples, I discovered that the pigment load in these paints, of course, lower than the more artist grade acrylics out there. And I really felt it, you know, doing the painting and knowing that, oh, this is going to require multiple coats for sure. But even just getting hues that I liked, I figured would be difficult. I did like the richness of, I tried the Mother Mud method and the Mother color method, and that made the colors a lot more rich than straight out of the tube. So therefore, I decided to tone my ground with a mixture of 3 different colors. This was yellow ochre and some of the umber and some red, so that I could get this kind of warm gold color. And I thought, ah, yes, that'll be a nice backdrop for all of these, like an undercoat of a color to keep things looking rich, because these colors, these actual paints in the tube are not that rich. So I have to go back on my challenge from before about when you're trying to cut costs in making a series and making it as affordable as possible. I am now truly realizing that the one place where you probably should not scrimp is paint. So I am gonna keep using it because I am stubborn, but that takes me to my next tip, which is don't be stubborn with your idea. Don't get caught in your idea and force yourself to keep doing it if it isn't working. So the idea that I had was I was gonna give my less than $100 challenge a try and basically do things exactly the way that I mentioned in that video where I was talking about making a series of 10 paintings for less than $100. But what that did was it kept me from doing a thing that keeps popping into my head, and I keep thinking about it. It doesn't go away, and especially now that I'm realizing I really like the graphic ones of these, I think that these paintings will benefit from gold leaf. And I happen to have some from the experiment last month, 2 months ago with gold leaf. So I already had it. That's not, I guess that's kind of cheating, but I mean, I had it, you know. And so my idea is I will do the more graphic poses. I'll take the background out for the ones where it's integrated with nature. And I will do, I think, we'll see what happens. I'll do a test one, but I will do I think a circle, like a sun behind each person, and they won't be in black and white, they will be in color, but I think I am going to incorporate more of that brush and ink vibes that I was thinking this whole thing was going to be about. I need to see if that will work. I thought that was pretty cool because, like, oh yeah, there's a sun behind them, and then it's like sun salutation. But not all of these poses are sun salutations, so I don't know if I would actually call the series sun salutation. But so anyway, that's my tip number 3, don't be stubborn. So I'm back to feeling unstuck. I haven't tried the next idea in practice, like with the gold leaf. I'm gonna have to do that next, but I think it's gonna work better, and I hope so. And the way that I was able to get unstuck was talking through my problems out loud. And in this case, I was talking through my problems out loud to myself. I guess I could have written them out, but if you have somebody that you can talk about, if you're at a place in your series and you're feeling stuck, then try talking to somebody, even if it's somebody who's not an art person, but it's just an I love you person. who will lend a sympathetic ear while you work out your issue with your series at the moment. I think it does help to just identify what's the problem. So it's not just like, my painting's terrible. Like there are probably some, why? Why do you think it's terrible? What's wrong? And how can you get out of there? How can you get out of that stuck place? If you don't have somebody that you want to talk with about it, of course, if you want to just go through and talk through your problems in the comments, I will definitely chat back with you. And as we sort of muddle through this awkward beginning phase of working on a series. And even if things are going swimmingly for you, I would love to hear that too. So tell me how it's going. How's your series going? And if you're not doing the series, you could even just share, has there ever been a time when you were stuck in a painting and you were able to get yourself out of it? How did you get out of there? We would love your wisdom. Okay, the update on our opening. The due date, again, is April 3rd. And so there are no real rules about the paintings except they should be done this year. Like this is a challenge that we're working on together. So let's work on it around the same time. So they should be paintings from 2025. You do not have to have 10 of them. You could have fewer or more. And they don't have to be paintings. Not everybody is a painter who participates in this channel. So we're going to call it the Art Series Challenge. And if you want to share some of your updates, you can use the hashtag Art Series Challenge on Instagram. I'm on there. There are already a few people who have posted something hashtag Art Series Challenge. That's okay. There aren't very many, and so we'll find each other over there. And I also wanted to give you another date to put in your calendar, and that is the date of our opening. I'm going to give myself slightly over a week to get everything sorted. And so we will have our gallery opening online on a YouTube live Friday, April 11th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And I think that covers maybe all of us that I know who are participating in different countries. So I think that will allow everybody to not join in the middle of the night, as far as I can tell. Yeah, so more to come on that. I would like to figure out a way for us to communicate with each other. But yeah, to be continued. Right now, we're just working. We're just beginning. So if you have anything you want to share down below, please do. And yeah, happy painting. Hope it's going well. See you soon.